Korea.
Ano yung mga trabaho nila yun? Sa judging. Miss Popper, ganyan ba kayo? Sa Philippines, siguro. Nauna na pala din sa Ayan na. Let's see.
Around the world with these lives for the Miss Universe crown, hosted by Access Hollywood Mario Lopez and actress model Olivia Colpo, with commentary by former Miss Universes Irina Vega and Denny Tebow, and me, Chesney Chris from Extra, plus a performance from multi-platinum selling artist Louise Fonsi. Now, please welcome your hosts, Mario Lopez and Olivia Colpo.
Thank you so much, and how about another hand for these incredible 74 contestants? Yes. Well, I can't believe the big night is finally here. Olivia and I were asked to host the show back in April, and we obviously wanted to do it. Some people had some reservations about traveling too far from our homes in LA because of the pandemic, but we wouldn't miss it, right?
So we called our agents and said, look, we're willing to host, but only if this year's Miss Universe pageant is held in Hollywood.
Right, everyone agreed. So here we are, a month later, in the other Hollywood. And after spending some time here, I can confidently say that this Universe organization nailed it when they chose this show's location. This Hollywood has all the great weather, none of the paparazzi.
Well, if it did have the paparazzi, they'd be surrounding the Seminole Hard Rock Hollywood right now because we have 74 of the most incredible women in the entire universe.
That's right. And while it is clear that every delegate on this stage looks like a movie star, more importantly, they each have that special something that everyone wants.
The vaccine.
No. Yeah. But what's the one thing every person in the world wishes they had more?
Bitcoin.
Close. I was actually looking for ambition. These 74 women are determined and driven, and they are taking the world by storm. Check it out.
Ambition is not a dirty word. Throughout history, research shows that ambition is seen as a positive trait in men. Yet ambitious women are viewed as bossy or selfish. Women want more. They dream big. The contestants competing tonight are motivated, determined, and driven. My advice to all women: be brave, be bold, chase your dreams. You owe it to yourself and the universe to be unapologetic. Ambition is not something to shy away from. We embrace challenges. We take up space. We're not afraid to take risks. Ambition is not a dirty word. I love that I'm ambitious.
All right, well, this is clearly an accomplished group of women. So I'm happy to announce that this year, there will just be 16 delegates competing in the semifinals like there was for example, my year.
No, you're right, Olivia. For the first time ever, we are starting tonight's show with a top 21. Because at the casino table just outside this theater, no number is luckier than 21.
So to help explain how these 21 semifinalists were chosen is Chesley Chris and former Miss Universe winners and pageant experts Demi Lee Tebow and Paulina Vega. Yes, thank you, Olivia. Now, the 69th Miss Universe competition really began on Thursday when the selection committee started conducting contestant interviews.
On Friday night, there was a preliminary pageant for the 74 women competed in swimsuit and evening gown.
And they did amazing. And taking everything they witnessed into consideration, the selection committee, along with members of the Miss Universe organization, chose 20 semifinalists. And a fan vote on the Miss Universe app, powered by ChoiceMe, added a 21st to the mix.
Very interesting. Tonight, 21 semifinalists will compete on stage in the swimsuit round. Then, after that, another elimination round will happen where 10 more will move on to compete in evening gown. And then finally, we will move on to cut to the top 5.
Top 5, and those 5 women will face off in the question round before taking part in a final statement and final look. Now, at the end of the night, our new Miss Universe will be wearing the stunning Power of Unity Mawad crown. But the first step towards meeting our new title holder is revealing the top 21, and we'll get right to that after the break.
Malaki yun.
Maraming social distancing dito guys, pero lakas pa ang support na.
Ito kasi Andrew, nakapasok na slower na. Commercial break din. Kaya pala nakapatay yung bigla. Ayan o. Commercial break. Commercial break. Kaya pala na siya live. Sila. Ayan o. Sabay lang.
Welcome back to Miss Universe live from the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood, Florida. Our 74 contestants are eagerly waiting to learn who will be moving on to the semi-final round.
Now, because we're coming at you live from the casino, tonight we're going to be revealing our top 21 in 3 groups of 7.
In many cultures around the world, the number 7 is considered lucky. So let's find out which of these lucky ladies will be moving on.
Hindi siya. Mamaya.
The first contestant moving into the semifinals is Colombia!
Hello, my name is Laura Escuela, Miss Colombia University. When I was a little girl, my parents got me to music school. When I learned how to play violin, violin is an amazing instrument that helps me to disconnect to the world I connect with. And I love to support Children's Foundation and I understand the importance that children have a quality of life, education, have love, and also have good values. I think that the children are not only the future children of the present of the world.
Also earning a spot in the top 21 is Peru.
Late lang. Late lang. Sabay.
Hi everyone, I'm Jadine Macedoni Castillo, Miss Universe Peru. I work as an assistant audio engineer in Manhattan, New York. I am so lucky to get to work in something that I love. My job includes working with different orchestras, doing like movie scores, and it's working with different artists. It's not only that I get to enjoy the music while recording, I get to know the process behind it, and it's just magic. I love animals. In the future, I see myself having a farm and rescuing different type of animals. And every time I see an animal, even though I don't know it, the first time there's a big connection, and animal seems to love me too, but mutual.
Susunod yan.
Okay. Still in the running is Australia!
Sabihin siya.
I am great too, and I am Miss Australia US.
Maraming
My
mga kalog sa
parents
akin.
immigrated to Australia in the 90s. They raised my brother and I in the cultural hub of the country in Melbourne. We're very close unit and we bring love, faith and confidence into each other. When I was growing up, as somebody who did experience racism, who was bullied, and who did have significant mental health struggles, I know what it's like to need somebody to say, it's going to be okay. And what you're going through now doesn't define your future. I apply my degrees in psychology and management to a portfolio of projects where I champion social justice causes that I believe in.
The next spot in the top 21 is France.
Brand. Hindi naman siya brand. No?
Bonjour, je m'appelle Alain Petit et je viens de France. J'étudie en master de management des établissements et structures pour devenir directrice
Mas
d'établissement
hindi
auprès des personnes âgées. Ma grand-mère a été malade de la maladie d'Alzheimer en été, j'ai donc été une personne proche de ma grand-mère qui souhaite soutenir la recherche médicale pour pouvoir améliorer le quotidien de ces personnes et ainsi prendre en compte aussi toutes les personnes qui gravitent autour de la personne âgée malade, c'est-à-dire les proches aidants. Je combats pour les droits de la femme. Nous sommes tous concernés et nous avons tous le droit à la parole en étant militants. Cela permet de porter la voix encore plus loin.
Our fifth contestant to make it to the next round is Myanmar.
Hello everyone, my name is Isabel and I am Miss Universe. I think you already know about the news of the crisis in Myanmar. Our people are dying and being shot by the military every day as a result of our young. Well, I'm speaking of the Dara.
Next up, please welcome Jamaica. Hi, I am Michael Simon Williams, Miss Universe Jamaica. So my advocacy surrounds mental health in children and teenagers. Mental health is something that is personal to me and I'm passionate about it because my mother died in 2017 and I was just 20 years old. My mother was someone who always believed in the power of me, and I really, really love her for that. That is something that I still carry on to this day, even after her passing. The things that she has taught me as a child, those are what have led me to where I am now and to be the advocate for people that I am now. And so I absolutely believe in the power of a mother, I believe in the power of a role model and the power of it.
Also on our way to the top 21, Mexico.
I come from a city which is named Chihuahua. And I grew up with a very huge family. I love having so many family members. I have like 40 cousins. And I have two sisters, which I love so much. I also work with the tourist office from Chihuahua, and I am the official ambassador of tourism. I see myself as an ambassador of human rights because that's something that I truly care about. And I want young girls to realize that and to fight for their rights.
So many deserving contestants waiting for their names to be called.
Unfortunately, they're going to have to keep waiting until after the break. We'll be back soon with more Miss Universe Live from the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Hollywood.
Hey Universe, it's time. I'm coming to you live from Miami.
With all of the delegates coming from all around the world, our focus is really to provide a venue that is safe and secure from viruses and bacteria as much as possible. Unique challenge that we're dealing with the COVID protocol. Backstage now has more choreography than on stage. And I can't believe I'm saying that. A lot of work behind the scenes that you're not seeing necessarily on television. But we're getting it done. That's the best part of staying safe.
It's apparent that the number one priority for Miss Universe is the health and safety of not only the contestants, but the crew, the audience, and the fans. We're getting COVID tested every couple of days. We are socially distancing. We have our masks on all the time, hand sanitizing, and it's exciting because we know that we're going to have the safest and most fabulous pageant.
Ang ingay ng mga Latin. Yes, mga Latin.
Welcome back to the 69th Miss Universe competition. I'm here with Maria, Miss Universe Australia. Congratulations, you were 7 contestants in the semifinals before the break. So
I mean, the first thing I'm thinking of is the fact that all my family and friends back from Mario, they baked cakes with my face on them. And I bet they're chomping into them right now. So they couldn't be here, but they're the people on my mind right now.
that's awesome. And then we're talking during the break. This is your first time in America, right? Your first experience. What a experience.
First time in the States. And what a story for the grandkids because it's a global pandemic. I'm competing for Miss Universe and I'm hanging out with Mario Lopez. So, not bad.
That's a whirlwind. Right there. Congratulations on the top 21 right now. Let's throw it back to Olivia, who's hanging out on stage, ready to reveal who's going to be playing with.
Thanks, Mario. We have a lot of issues going on the stage with just 14 spots left. Okay, the next delegate in the top 21 is Dominican Republic.
Hello, Universe. I'm Kimberly Jimenez, Miss Universe of the Dominican Republic. My biggest passion in life is to continue a tradition started by my grandmother, Abuelita Lidia, when I was just 5 years old. Abuelita Lidia developed in me and all my sisters the principle of serving others, the passion and compassion that is needed to serve another. That's why I've been working for several years on the non-profit organization Niños de Cristo, located in my hometown of La Habana, which consists in volunteers to help them in creating and its emotional and physical form that really help them to achieve their goals. I feel so grateful to be here in front of all of you representing my country, Dominican Republic.
The 9th spot belongs to USA!
Hello, I'm Asia Branch, Miss USA. My greatest ambition is to be a success. And whether that success is within my business branch beauty and continuing to expand that, or if it's in my career path somewhere in the entertainment industry, either way, I strive each and every day to be successful. Having grown up with my father incarcerated for half of my life really sparked my interest in wanting to improve our justice system and work towards prison reform. So that's where my initiative Love Letters began, and that's when I began reaching out to government officials to implement change to help our inmates live a more humane life.
Right.
Still in it to win it is Indonesia. Hi, my name is Pro Aimona. People call me Anima, and I'm Miss Universe Indonesia 2020. I belong to spice. I will be like 10 or even 15 or 20 trillion before mine. I bet that no one can beat me in eating my food. I have a platform called Friends. It is a platform for you to give back to the community, giving seminars for women to be more independent, giving seminars for the children to reach their dreams as high as you can. As my motto that I always believe, let's make the universe smile together.
Remaining in the competition is Argentina!
Hello, I'm Alina Saxagat, Miss Argentina Universe. I host a radio show together with my mother, and it's an amazing experience. The radio show is called World of Dreams, and it's a space that includes pageantry, fashion, music, culture, but also it's a space that is dedicated to women. For me, being a broadcaster is more than just a pure influence. It has the power to raise my voice, to invest my money. For me, that's what makes communication so exciting. We make able to raise my voice for other people who may say and keep silence.
Kasi si Angel, maganda pa nga.
Moving one step closer to the crowd. India. Namaste. I'm Anand Castello, Miss Universe, India. I was born and raised in Kuwait. At that time, Kuwait was undergoing an attack and of the war. When I came back to my country and to the city of Delhi, Mumbai, I was mesmerized about how people from different religions, from different languages came together and stayed in India was a community and connected to the and through that to God. And that's something that I resonate. Like, no matter where you come from, your soul will always find a place here in India.
Also advancing, Curacao.
Kailan siya? Kailan yun? Yan. 13. Yan.
Hi, I'm Shantanu, Miss Universe Curacao. Something you may not know about me is that I co-own a ranch with my mom and my sister. Being diagnosed with autism wasn't a surprise to me or my family. It explained many things, why I couldn't express my feelings into words and my communication. And when I grew up, I would spend hours and hours around my work. I felt free, confident, and I felt like no one could hear me. So that's the reason why I decided to work with leaders. In the English therapy, we make sure that we teach children step out of the comfort zone and start celebrating who they are. Together with my family, we make sure that all the children are supported, safe, and feel secure.
The next semi-finalist is Puerto Rico.
Hi, my name is Estefania Soto and I'm Miss Universe Puerto Rico. My family is my biggest treasure. They are the source of strength and motivation as I have motivate for me every day, every single thing that I propose myself to do. Puerto Rico is my place of power. The story of my island represents the large resilience and power of the people. An ability to confront difficult situations and different challenges that we face. I think one of the strongest things that Puerto Ricans have is the power to connect with one another amidst moments of crisis.
Congratulations to our second group of 7 semi-finalists. Let's check in right now with our expert analysts to get their thoughts. So far.
Thanks, Mario. 40 incredible women have been chosen. I can't believe there are just 7 spots left.
I can't believe it. You guys, where's Canada? Where is South Africa? I need to see them, Paulina.
By the way, Mexico, Colombia, Venezuela, Philippines, they're definitely in the house.
Oh yeah, there are.
They're crazy and I love it.
For sure. You guys, I can tell you from experience that the ladies that are waiting for their names to be called are in a nervous break right now. In my year coming up, I would have lost contestant to be called in my region. Can you imagine? So, ladies, waiting for your name to be called, take a deep breath. You are never going to be able to repeat this once in a lifetime moment. Okay, with that being said, Olivia, please tell us who moves on to the 21 semi-finalists. Well, I promise you not to wait too much longer, Destiny, because coming up, we'll reveal the final 7 semi-finalists and watch them rock the runway in the swimsuit competition.
Of course, the layer of the show, Luis Fonsi is going to be out here for a performance you do not want to miss. This is Miss Universe Live on FYI.
Sa taas tayo lagi. Yan na yan. Start na.
Welcome back to Miss Universe, live from the Seminole Hot Rock Party.
Welcome back to the 69th Miss Universe competition. 14 contestants are currently backstage at the moment preparing for their swimsuit competition. 7 more from this group on stage will be joining them. Olivia, who is the next young woman in the semifinals?
Okay, the 15th delegate with a chance to become Miss Universe is Philippines.
Oh my God.
This is Shakira Oxide Mateo, all the way from the Philippines.
Yay!
I really had my humble
Saksak
beginnings, and education had transformed my life. Now I am a teacher, and I hope that my students will see the value of education the way that I saw it. I live in a country where there's a lot of poor families.
Oh my God,
Education is
Radia,
our
Philippines!
regardless of what background you have, the status of your family, if you educate yourself, you will be able to lead a great.
Kinakabahan siya. Oo nga. Diba? Yay, Philippines!
One step closer to her dream is Brazil.
Yan, Brazil.
Hello, I'm Julia Gama, Universe Brazil. Acting is a very passion. I have been acting in China for the past 3 years. I chose China because I decided I would like to do what no one else had done before, to become the first Latin American actress to enter into the Chinese film industry. And I'm really happy to say I did. So after China, I feel I'm ready for everything.
Philippines.
Only 5 spots left, and 1 belongs to Great Britain.
Hello, my name is Jeanette Korea, and I am Miss Universe Great Britain. We're running out of breath. My biggest passion in life is music. I was living my dream of going for millions of viewers every single week on the X Factor UK. I really needed something that I could have control of, something that couldn't be taken away from me, and that something was education. I have 2 degrees, one of which is a master's in international economic policy and analysis, and now I work as the youngest manager at a leading economic consultancy firm. People often ask me, well, are you a corporate businesswoman or are you a singer? But confusing, you have to choose. I don't have to choose. I perform on stages, and I go back to the boardroom and I do 6-figure deals.
All right, you're moving on to the semis. Nicaragua.
My name is Ana Marcelo, Miss Nicaragua Universe. Soy ingeniera industrial. Ayudo a pequeños y medianos negocios con asesoría, cómo poder agregarle valor a sus productos. Mi familia, la mayoría, somos y estoy feliz de haber crecido en una familia sencilla, humilde, pero rica en valores y en principios. Desde muy niña tuve que trabajar. Creo que esto me ayudó a ser la mujer que soy hoy. Tenemos mucha fortaleza y eso es lo que quiero inspirar en cada nicaragüense, en creer en ellos y en su valor y potencial.
is Thailand. Sarita, hi everyone. I am Amanda Sharita of the Miss Universe Thailand. My mother once told me a story that when I was in work, my father picked me up and went to the beach just a couple days after. Being an island girl, I decided to get my open water certificate. It was a whole different world that I did not know existed. Being a mental health advocate is something that is really close to my heart and it's very, very important to me. And that's why I started my Happy Listen campaign to raise awareness about being a homeless listener. Because if we know about it, then we know how to deal with it.
Study naman. Study. Masaksikan.
Where you can finally exhale. Costa Rica!
Study. Isa na lang.
Hello, I am Yvonne Sendas, Miss Universe Costa Rica. Well, I study software engineering. I work for Excel as a solution analyst, and I'm passionate about writing code, also something that is
Venezuela, hindi pa
interesting about my
makasok.
job is that
Sinisigaw ni
every day. I am dyslexic,
South Africa.
and it was so hard for me to study. I would love to be a leader. And also, I would like to inspire people who have the same ambition. You have to be strong and you have
Last
to
one.
be resilient. No matter your condition, you can achieve whatever you want. Failures will not define us.
Last spot na, last spot.
Over 50 women anxiously waiting, but just one spot remains. The final contestant in the top 21 and the winner of what was the largest fan vote in Miss Universe history is
Sino ko na pag?
Vietnam.
Ha? Alam mo, hindi ka Vietnam. Hindi na kami sa South Africa na yun. Kasi Vietnam. Kasi ano? Venezuela.
Tôi đã từng là nạn nhân của việc
Wala na,
quấy
hindi na
rối
sila
tình dục
ano.
và tôi đã
Sa South
từng
Africa.
không nói lên câu chuyện của mình với bất kỳ ai và tôi đã để câu chuyện đó trong lòng mình và không có cách nào của mình. Và sau một cái quá trình mà là một nạn nhân của việc quấy rối tình dục thì tôi tự vượt qua cái điều đó và trở nên mạnh mẽ hơn và tôi đã sẽ tìm một cái bộ môn thể thao là một gì có thể
More on Asia. Ang daming Asia.
và một sinh thì khi
Ano?
mà
No?
những cái mệt mỏi với những cái căng thẳng thì được boxing được gọi là mình được thực hiện những cái động tác boxing tôi cảm thấy giống như là mình được rất là thoải mái cũng như là thư giãn.
Pasok yan. Asia. Philippines, Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia.
Peak here, and we're really excited.
Very excited to be here in Hollywood, Florida. The one step closer to the goal, as we mentioned earlier. Tonight's semifinalists were chosen by our selection committee. So right now, let's check back in to Chesley, who's with that inspiring panel now.
Thanks, Mario. Yes, tonight's selection committee is made up of a diverse group of powerful, accomplished women from around the world. So let's meet them. First up, she's the Chief Marketing Officer of Mary Kay Inc., a leading company in the global beauty industry committed to empowering women to be their own boss, Cheryl Atkins Green. She's an actress, TV host, dancer, model, and entrepreneur. In 2006, she became the fifth woman from Puerto Rico to be crowned Miss Universe, Zuleika Rivera.
Pasok yan.
This actress and entrepreneur is known for her work on MTV's Teen Wolf and NBC's Chicago Med. She's also an activist, speaking out on behalf of the Asian community. Arden Cho. She's a two-time Emmy Award-winning host from Entertainment Tonight, a New York Times best-selling author, and the creator of the Lady Gang podcast, Chelsea Knight. This entrepreneur and businesswoman is the founder and CEO of Live Tinted.
She's on a mission to embrace diversity and change beauty standards around the world. Deepika Mutiala. She's the CEO of Arena del Rio, the largest entertainment district in Latin America for sports and music events in Barranquilla, Colombia. Tatiana Orozco. She is president of Carnival, America's cruise line, leading a company that employs more than 43,000 people who hail from 120 nations around the globe. Christine Duffy. On this very night in 1997, this actress, TV host, and model was crowned Miss Universe and remains the only Native Hawaiian to ever capture the crown. Brooke Lee. This is a supremely qualified and, dare I say, ambitious group. Would you agree with me, Olivia?
Absolutely. And so far, they put a phenomenal group of semifinalists.
Yes, absolutely. Right now, those 21 ladies are waiting backstage, ready to take on the swimsuit competition. It's coming up next, so stick around.
This is a job interview that each of us girls have been preparing for years. So we're about to have our interviews right now with the judges. It's 8 minutes that can change your life.
Ano yun yung swimsuit competition eh?
Take a deep breath. It's all good. It's your time to shine. Okay? I hear that. Wow, this is so cute, right? Yes. Please speak up. Get the answer here a little bit, okay? Okay. This is arguably the most important part of the competition. You never know what they're gonna ask. This is a platform that you're gonna be interacting with people all the time. Do you feel comfortable? I'm proud of the industry that I have, and I proud of that. Okay. Thank you. So many nerves were involved today, especially going through my body. Oh, it's been something like here. I cannot even want to talk. We have been working so hard. I'm a little tired and have rehearsals later, and so it's a busy day.
Welcome back to Miss Universe Live from the Seminole Hard Rock Hollywood. Now, earlier this week, the delegates proved the selection committee that they exude confidence and charisma during their interviews. Well, it's time to bear witness to their fitness as they take the stage in their also American Joker bracket shoes for the swimsuit competition. Picking it all off with a performance by the winners of Break the Floor. Please give it up for members of Miami's own Dance Town.
Canta tu rumba, canta tu sol, tu guarachita y tu destroza. Tú no eres nada, tú tienes la verba colorada. Venga colorada, tú tienes la verba, venga colorada, venga
And now here are your 21 semifinalists, starting with La Colombia.
Ayun na.
And ladies and gentlemen, India. John Top here, Curacao. Estefanía Soto Torres, Puerto Rico. Maria Mateo, Philippines. Julia Gama, Brazil.
Brazil.
Janela Queen, great trade. Ana Marcelero, Nicaragua. Amanda Aslam, Thailand.
Kurang reach di ano, kay Ariela. Pag sa unang tingin,
Ivan Salas, Costa Rica. Diamond League from Vietnam. Crown-worthy women, only 10 will make it to the next round. Who will the selection committee choose? By that citizen, stay tuned. This is Miss Universe Live on FYI.
Bakit susunod? After ng top 10 evening daw, dapat ano malaki yan niya, count.
Top 10, ano muna? Top 10 muna tapos evening gown. Who will be the lucky top 10 sa Philippines? Good morning, Ate Chinese! Mega love shoutout! Choice. Here now, live!
Welcome back to this universe. More than 48 are common. Around the table, these fun steps. We'll figure it out. Walking out of here tonight.
While the select sheep committee scores are tallied, let's meet a woman who knows all about how winning the title changed your life.
My year did not turn out how I envisioned that it would be. I always say I knew that my year would be different and that it would be special.
The new Miss Universe is South Africa.
But I never imagined that there would be a whole global pandemic. I am now the longest reigning Miss Universe because of that. Another one
Oo nga,
for the
siya
history
lang.
books. As much as I wasn't able to travel, I was able to sit with people and speak with them virtually. We would like to invite you guys to join us on our movement, Universe United. We're so honored to have you, Richard.
My honor, pleasure.
I had to make the most out of my circumstances. And so this was a time for us to unite, just to bring people together and say, we are separated, we are apart, but let's be separate together. It felt so incredible to be a part of history with two other Black women. For the first time, we had three women who held this major beauty pageant titles. Black women have never really been the standard of beauty. And so to see myself alongside those two women, I think was so necessary. It spoke a lot to diversity, it spoke a lot to representation. It was so important for me to be a part of the Black Lives Matter movement. It has always been important. I joined a march that was happening in New York, but not only did I march, I was actually able to host a couple of panel discussions with my Universe United platform. Miss Universe for me is the beginning of the rest of my life. This is a stepping stone to get to so many things that I want to accomplish. My message to the next Miss Universe is that I hope she realizes what an incredible platform this is. I hope she uses it to make a difference, and I hope that she becomes a catalyst for positive change.
She's a passionate activist engaged in the fight against gender-based violence and has used her voice to encourage young women all around the world to take up space. Please welcome the reigning Miss Universe, Zozimini Tutsi.
You look incredible.
Thank you so much, Olivia.
Absolutely stunning. And your year was obviously a little different because you could travel as much with the pandemic, but it was still very eventful. How do you describe your year?
It was a roller coaster. I think all of us saw on the video that it became virtual very quickly. I had to really adapt to not being able to do the traveling part of my job. I think we all came to see that being Miss Universe is not really all about the travel, but about the impact and heart and the work that you do. Going virtual really helped me get to places that I probably wouldn't have been able to get if I had to travel. The fact that people could open their phones and computers and be able to hear my voice and my story and my messages was incredible.
So, see, what advice would you give to your successor?
Oh my God, so much to say, but I think for one, I don't want her to be hard on herself. It's going to be an incredible day for her. And some days are going to be hard, but she will be okay. And the second one is that I hope she realizes what an impactful platform this is. And I want her to use it as much as she can to do good for herself and for others. Just so many things I want to say to her, so I'll catch up with her when she wins.
Solid advice. Well, thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you so
We
much.
look forward to seeing her again, of course, a little later on in the show.
It's an absolute honor to have Zosie as a member of the Miss Universe Sisterhood. I feel absolutely stunning in every way. Let's check in with two other forwards to get their thoughts, Demi V and Helena.
Thanks, Olivia. I definitely agree with you. Zoe is such a special lady, and she's done South Africa so immensely proud, as well as all of the work that she's accomplished for the fight in equality in a year that will certainly go down in history.
It's hard to believe that by the end of the night she'll officially be a woman like us. I can't wait for another incredible performance from Luis Fonsi, so stick around.
competition. Now, before the break, the top 21 electrified the crowd, and we're about to learn which 10 will move on to compete in their evening gowns.
Our selection committee has made their picks, and the first contestant in the top 10 is Jamaica.
Our second spot goes to Dominican Republic.
Still down for the crown is India.
Sabi ko kasi, diba? Hindi pa sabi na Philippines, Taiwan.
Stepping into the fourth spot is Peru.
Ay lang.
Paano ba na ngayon? 6 more.
Spot number 5 belongs to Australia.
Anim na.
Ay, no.
Anim na yan eh.
We're halfway there. Still in the competition is
Number 6.
Puerto Rico.
Sabi na sa'yo, let's tatapos na. Pamilita.
Dapat pa.
Spot number 7 is certainly heaven for Thailand.
Kasi ano na, sabi na.
Ano na ka na? Kaba naman yan. Number 8 na. Philippines.
Pasakyan kasi yan. Kasi sila yung contestant.
Just 3 spots left.
Woo!
This one belongs to Costa Rica.
Ay, 2 spots left. Ano ba yan?
Spot number 9 is divine for
Philippines.
Mexico.
Oh my God, Mexico. Last na. Last one.
Only one spot remains. Securing
Rabina, please.
the final spot
Rabina.
in the top 10 is
Philippines, go Philippines.
Brazil.
Oh, it's so sad. Ano ba yan? Walang Pilipino.
Hindi ka dyan. Sponsor ko captain.
Congratulations to
Wala
our
na.
top 10. One of these impressive women will walk away with the Mawat crown today.
USA din,
Remember,
di ba
you at home can
hindi
join the
rin.
conversation on social media. Tell us who your favorite is using hashtag.
Dalawang ano? Dalawang Asian.
Intense elimination round. Right now, we're going to check in with Chesley to get her thoughts on all the action so far.
Thanks, Mario. So intense. I don't know if you guys can hear, but this crowd is going wild. And I know that these contestants are excited to put on their evening gowns and continue competing, especially because their friends, their family members are here cheering them on. I mean, it is actually a month when so many countries around the world celebrate Mother's Day. There are a lot of proud women watching their daughters crush it on that Miss Universe stage tonight, including the mother of Nova Stevens, Miss Universe Canada. 21 years ago, Nova's mom made the decision to send her 6-year-old daughter to Canada to escape conflict in South Sudan and give her daughter a better opportunity in life.
Last month, the two finally reunited in Ethiopia. Let's take a look.
When I was 6 years old, I was separated from my family and sent to Canada. I've always had this goal of meeting my family for the very first time in over 21 years. I'm full of so many emotions.
Hindi, dalawa kasi ang tao, isang preliminary tsaka sa ano. So, ayun. Ay, may lalakad pa naman ngayon.
For the last
Kaso
8
di,
years, I couldn't find it in my heart to
na-announce na yung mga winner. Makikita mo pa rin.
Pero sayang.
It's because my
Sayang,
mother,
wala si
for
Philip.
the very first
Sa
time,
longgan.
was very emotional because there were times I thought I would never be able to experience that moment. When I was able to just hug her and just, I had no words,
Si Canada
I
yun,
just
di ba?
had to cry. Mothers are some of the strongest people on earth.
Yeah.
Just thank your mothers every day. Tell them you love them. Tell them you love them because they love you no matter what. I love you, Mama. I love you so much. So much.
Sayang naman. Okay na may ibang pa niya sa ano eh. Swimsuit eh. Hindi, din kukuha ng ano, top 10 eh. Interview. Ayun, nasa agad.
This is for my day one. Don't forget my word and name, yeah. Deep stars sweating my flavor. This is for my day one. Day
Welcome back to the other Hollywood, one of the great cities in Florida to eat, stay, and play. The evening gown competition is just ahead, but earlier this week our contestants competed in one of everyone's favorite Miss Universe traditions, the National Costume Show.
And for Thursday night, contestants dazzled fans here in Seminole Hard Rock, Hollywood. Some of the most elaborate get-ups you'll ever see. Check it out.
I'm shaking. The costume show is always entertaining and full of surprises. And this year, fans voted on the Miss Universe app for their three favorites. Taking all the ballots into account, a blue ribbon committee determined this year's costume winner was Myanmar.
Hey. Myanmar, check that out. Wow, that's an awesome costume. Chesley, Paulina, Emily, what do y'all think?
Well, you mentioned just now we were all cheering for. I mean, we love the Myanmar costume, a well-deserved win, especially considering the message behind it. And the three of us were just talking earlier about our national costumes from when we competed, and not to toot our own horns, but I think that we rocked them. There they are.
I love it. So sorry, I love distracting. National costumes are a lot of fun. We know that. But I love how many of these year's delegates use their costumes to set messages, guys. I applaud that. I applaud that.
For sure, I couldn't agree more, Polina. Singapore's national costume has hashtag Pop Asian Face written on the back. And we know Uruguay sent a very important message about inclusivity, inspired by her national costume. And of course, Myanmar had a very important message to share with hers.
Exactly, the Miss Universe delegates clearly know how to display in a national costume, but when we come back, we'll see how our top 10 work the runway in their evening gowns. That's right after the break.
Miss Universe represents beauty around the world. One universal truth is beauty starts with self-care. With the Olivia Keto skincare system, you will see results in just 1 night.
Well, we started off the night with 74 women before letting the field down to 21.
We're now down to a top 10, and those delegates are ready to get back out here and take on the evening gown competition.
The selection committee will be paying special attention to the confidence and poise of our top 10, but all 74 multifaceted contestants have a chance to embrace their glamorous side now as we begin the competition Miss Universe's version of the red carpet, the evening champion.
Kulang kasi siya. Walang feelings, no? Ay, nakikita mo yung ganito. Ito makikita mo ganito.
Now please welcome our top 10 finalists, starting with Jamaica. Dominican Republic.
Wala ba naglaban niya? Kasi Thailand eh.
India.
Ganda rin kasi niya yun, no? Ang ganda kasi niya eh.
Peru.
Marami yan yan. Si Peru doon.
Australia. Puerto Rico. Thailand!
Marami pa rin po. Yan pa kasi siya.
Costa Rica!
Nagayon sa inyo, fireworks sa inyo. Thailand.
Mexico! Brazil!
Ito, maganda rin ito.
I don't know how she did it. Dang, impressive women, elegant, stylish, and social distance. When we come back, only 5 of them will be chosen to move on to the next round. This is the 69th Miss Universe competition. Well, there's nothing more important than leadership. Words are ready, Miss Associate Tennessee said when she won the crown 17 months ago and challenged women everywhere to have an impact and to, as she put it, take up space.
All of the women on this stage tonight are dedicated to making a difference. As entrepreneurs, as philanthropists, and in some cases, both. Take a look.
I'm passionate about making an impact on children through education.
During COVID-19 pandemic, I wanted to give back something to my community. I teach people how to cultivate at home.
I lost my job because of the pandemic, but then I used that opportunity to springboard into a new business. And now I run my own digital marketing agency. Soy una empresaria.
Tengo un salón de belleza y me encanta poner bellas a todas las mujeres.
I make an impact by doing green therapy together with my mother and sisters. And we need more female leaders. And not only that, we need female leaders who have not been represented, like the women of color.
It is important for there to be more women in leadership because for most of documented history, society has been made by men for men. We need more women in business, more women in the boardroom, and more women making decisions.
I now want to introduce a woman who is the embodiment of all Miss Universe stands for. She is visionary, dedicated to making the impossible possible while making the world a better place in the process. Ladies and gentlemen, Saba Yusuf.
Thanks, Maria. And hello to everyone watching around the world. My name is Sabi Yusuf, and I'm the co-founder of the Busy Smart Global, the official safety and PPE sponsor for the Miss Universe event this year. I am so sorry that I'm unable to be there in person with you tonight, but I just want to say to the 74 delegates that I am so inspired by all of you and what you do to make an impact. Between you, there are many incredible stories, but there was one in particular which stood out to me, that of Lenka Neyman from Bolivia.
The reason why I work with urban orchards, it is important for us to promote urban gardening because we have these huge circles of poverty in the middle of the city. And when people is poor, when they have all of these precarious situations, they have all their priorities, they don't tend to get supplied properly. We can take all of these organic products and all of this work that is actually cultivating for people to have decent lives, for them not to be hungry. I think that's something so basic. Food is something so basic, and it's actually something so hard to get properly. I am sure that this is a way, a sustainable, organic, and a really, really normal and simple way to actually fight hunger and this way fight poverty.
Lenka, for the leadership you have shown and your dedication to bettering the lives of others in your country, I'm honored to present you with the first ever Miss Universe Impact Award and a gift of $10,000 to put towards your urban cultivation program on behalf of all of us at Oasis.
Congratulations to Lenka and to all of these generous, incredible women. Up next, find out which 5 of our delegates will be moving on to compete in the final question round. This is Miss Universe. Tonight's winner will walk away with more than a crown. The next Miss Universe will embark on a 7-day cruise on the brand new Mardi Gras ship, courtesy of Carnival Cruise Line. And earlier this week, the president of America's Cruise Line, Christine Duffy, presented the Carnival Spirit Award to Kimberly Jimenez, Miss Universe Dominican Republic. Kimberly will be named the godmother of the newly constructed Mardi Gras ship for being a fan favorite and exhibiting the spirit of friendship. to Miss Universe. Now, earlier tonight, 21 contestants were named semifinalists. 10 of them moved on to compete in their beautiful evening gowns, and now it's time to cut down the field yet again. Mario and Olivia, are you guys ready to make the announcement we've all been waiting for?
Well, we sure are. Olivia and I hold the results right here in our hands, which have been tabulated by the accounting firm of EY. So let's get to it.
The first contestant in the final five is Mexico!
Joining the finals is India!
Sabi niya kasi. Pasukan pa pa, ba't yung bagay niya? Thailand.
Our third finalist is Brazil!
Wala pa mag-mix.
Next up, Dominican Republic!
Sabi niya kasi. Caribbean. Caribbean.
Only one spot remains. The last contestant to make the top five is
Thailand po siya.
Peru!
Pinasok si Thailand. India lang ano. Nakapormahan. Pero yung kapag ko ng si India pasok talaga.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Miss Universe top 5 finalists.
Analysts, I need to know what you think about the picks. These are amazing picks. So many favorites made the top five. I mean, Mexico's been a huge favorite. India's been a huge favorite as well. Thailand got left behind, and she's been a huge favorite, but it's going to be great. Paulina, what's your take?
Oh my God, you could feel the tension in the air. The top five was selected, but now the true test begins for those women because they're going to have to answer a final question. And when I competed, I remember I was feeling a little bit nauseous waiting for that question.
Understandable.
Paulina, I don't blame you. I get anxious just thinking about that final question. See how they handle the pressure right after the break. This is Miss Universe live from Hollywood, Florida.
Say hello in your language.
Hola, konnichiwa.
Sarika.
Hi. Okay. Creepy. I love creepy.
London. I'm a Londoner.
We don't have horse food. This is very Australian with Vegemite.
What's the weirdest thing about you?
Oh, that's hard. I know there's weird
Ito
things
rin
about me.
natanong sa kanila.
I like to
Play
go,
Store.
yeah.
No?
Yeah. The interview with the judge is when I wear the beautiful gown and I look like a princess. I only have Leonardo DiCaprio. Spiders. So, do this. Thank you. I'm going to cry. I will cry. So, I'm not going to cry right now. are certain beauty standards that are expected in like modeling or beauty patients. You have to be thin, tall, beautiful. That's the expected thing. Plastic surgery is the main really big issue within the beauty pageant in Korea. When I entered to the beauty pageantry, the beauty industry, there were a lot of advisors that told me that I was going to be a great candidate if I underwent to a breast augmentation. I feel like I was pressured to get a surgery that I knew that I didn't need because I was really trying like these beauty standards affect our health. I've seen women that they want to lose their weight. They don't eat. They only drink water. Even though you drink water and lose your weight, it's not a risk of your life. 6 years ago, I developed an eating disorder. And I did go into therapy, but after that, the process really starts because it took me 3 to 4 years to get over it and just embrace my body how it is. Each time that we are open Instagram or something, we are always reading messages from other people, and people are feeling like free to offend us. There's freedom of speech. You can say whatever you want, but please always respect. With respect and with tolerance and with love. I got emotional.
Welcome back to Miss Universe Live from the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel in Casino Hollywood, where our top 5 contestants are ready for the final question round, brought to you by Infinity Smart. They'll need to prove to the world that they can give a well thought out answer and speak with the confidence of a global ambassador.
Yes, they do. All right, here is how it's going to work. Contestants, when your country is called, you will then randomly pick a number that corresponds to the name of a member of the selection committee. Then they're going to ask you a question. You're going to have 30 seconds to answer it. If you run out of time, you'll hear this sound.
Some might call that being my final, right, Slater? I mean, Maria?
But top 5 are probably too young to get that reference, but I appreciate it anyway. I can tell by the look on these ladies' faces that they are focused, chomping at the bit to begin the final question round. This year, the questions were written by our contestants. As always, interpreters will be provided if requested. Mexico, please step up and call a number.
Thank you, Olivia and Mario. Hola, Florida. 8. Okay, your question comes from Brooklyn. Hola.
If you were the leader of your country, how would you have handled COVID-19 pandemic?
I believe there's not a perfect way to handle this hard situation, such as COVID-19. However, I believe that what I would have done was create the lockdown even before everything was that big. Because we lost so many lives. And we cannot afford that. We have to take care of our people. That's why I would have taken care of them since the beginning.
Thank you, Mexico. India, you're up.
Thank you, Maria. Phoenix.
Orozco. Should countries lock down due to COVID-19 despite the strain on their economy, or should they open their borders and risk a potential increase in infection rate?
Good evening, universe. Well, coming from India and witnessing what India is experiencing right now, I have realized something very important. That nothing is more important than your health of your loved ones.
And you have to draw a balance between economy and health. And that can only be done when the government works with the people hand in hand and produces something that will work with the economy. Thank you.
Thank you, India. Brazil, please step forward and make your selection.
Good evening, universe. Number 1. Hey, your question comes from Cheryl Atkins Green. In many countries, women are still considered incapable of being world leaders. Convince these countries that they're wrong.
Women are such an important part of the society, and just because we're not encouraged in the same way that men are, we have our potential wasted. The world needs women contributions because we came for some reason, and I invite every woman to understand that we are the leaders of our lives, and yes, we can do a lot for our communities. So please take your power.
Thank you, Brazil. Thank you. Dominican Republic, please make your pick.
Number 7.
Number 7, your question will be coming from Christine Duffy. The night she won Miss Universe, Susie Tunzi explained the importance of teaching leadership to young girls. How would you do that as Miss Universe?
La noche que ganó Miss Universo, Susie explicó la importancia de enseñar el liderazgo a las chicas jóvenes. Si tú ganas Miss Universo, ¿cómo harías eso?
Buenas noches. Gracias por la pregunta.
Good night. Thank you for the question.
Vengo de una familia completamente llena de mujeres,
I come from a family completely filled with women,
de las cuales me he esforzado para ayudarlas hoy día,
of which have helped me, propelled me to help them today.
trabajando con mi organización sin fines de lucro Orfanato Niños de Cristo.
Working with my nonprofit, Niños de Cristo.
Entiendo que no tengo que tener un título para ayudar a todas aquellas niñas necesitadas a enseñarles cómo ser líderes.
I understand that I don't need a title to be able to help others and to be able to support them.
Gracias.
Thank you. Thank you, Dominican Republic. Peru, the choice is yours.
Number 2, your question is coming from Zuleika Rivera.
Miss Peru, what would you say to the women watching tonight who are currently experiencing sexual or domestic abuse?
I will tell them that I admire their strength, that they're survivors, and that I've been there too. I became the hero of my own story. That's why I advocate to save little girls from being victims. They're survivors, they're heroes. They have the power, and don't ever, ever make anyone silence your voice.
Thank you, Peru.
Great answers, ladies. Wow. Chesley, what do you think?
One word, Olivia. Wow, it is not easy answering some of those questions that even some world leaders would have trouble answering. These ladies did it with class and poise. Now, it's important to remember that the final question is not the only chance for the contestants to wow the selection committee with their linguistic eloquence. Final statement is coming up next, so stick around.